Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my pleasure to be, standing in front of you today to announce the launch of Colors Infinity. It's a very momentous occasion for us and a very significant milestone for Viacom 18. And I say that because about 7 years back, just about 21st of July, 2008, which is about 7 years back, we had launched Colors in India, as many of you would know. And thereafter, Hindi entertainment was never the same again. So Colors redefined the Hindi entertainment space. And we are very confident that with the launch of Colors Infinity, again in July, but July of 2015, we will redefine the English entertainment space. So this is our promise. As Shibani was just telling you, there are a lot of firsts with this channel. There are a lot of things which we are going to do differently. There are a lot of things which are very innovative, starting from no more reruns, as she was talking about, the repertoire of content which we have. It's our ability to address the rapidly growing English-speaking audience in India. And as some of you may be aware, English-speaking audience in India is roughly about 210 million. Of course, Farzad Palia has better numbers, but let me give you a back of the envelope. So 210 million, which makes us the second largest English-speaking or English-consuming audience, if I could sort of roughly use that word. And therefore, it deserves much better than what we have. It has room for more innovation. It has room for more players. And that's where Colors Infinity comes in. Amongst the many new things which we are doing, there is one which I wanted to steal the thunder from Farzad and share with you, and I'll leave the rest for Farzad to share in detail with you, which is, for the very first time, a channel is being co-curated in India. So a big round of applause for the two co-curators we have, the very talented and multifaceted Karan Johar, and very talented and a youth symbol, in a manner of speaking, youth icon, Alia Bhatt. So big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Karan Johar and Alia Bhatt, who are actually the people who have curated this channel, which will come to you. So, along with our team, but these are the people who picked the shows. These are the people who've sort of said how these shows should be coming to you, in which form, what should we be doing in scheduling them, and what are the other innovations we could bring in as we go around. And we have complete confidence in their talent and in their judgment, as many of you would know. And without further ado, let me now call on Farzad Palia to share everything else about Colors Infinity. Thank you so much. A big round of applause for Farzad.
Thank you, Sudhanshu. Thank you all. I get the applause that the curators should be getting, but thank you. Thank you all for joining us. It is, as Sudhanshu said, it's truly a momentous occasion for us. This is where English entertainment leapfrogs into where it really deserves to be, which is much broader than where it is currently. I'm not going to take too much of your time because I know the real reason all of you are here. And I'm going to quickly share a few points that actually made us venture in this direction. So where we are today is really the golden age of television across the world. TV series are now the new movies. You're seeing more TV series produced than ever before. The number of TV series in developed markets like the US has gone up 400% in the last few years. And that's no mean feat. The problem is, we aren't seeing enough of it here. We're seeing a bit. We're seeing some good stuff. We're seeing some not so good stuff. But there's so much more, and that's where we come in. What's happening in India? So, yes, Sudhanshu, you did get that number right. It was 210 million Indians now are English literate, which is a huge number. And the other thing that we've seen with our existing businesses such as Comedy Central and VH1 is that most of our viewership, almost 60% of it, is actually coming from outside the metros. And that is a marked change. You so far, do a sneak peek of that in the promos. The other thing is, we will be therefore reaching out to a broad base of people. We'll be going across 25 cities at least to market. And this is unprecedented again for an English language channel, which normally does not more than a 5 to 6 city campaign. So we're very, very serious about this business and growing and bringing in a much broader audience onto this in a way that they are comfortable. And of course, you've heard this phrase before, many times over. We've taken the cue, and we will be creating a lot of English product for Colors Infinity. Make in India is important to us. We will be making a lot of English language content here to build relevance and to go beyond to a much larger base. Our co-curators are obviously going to help us spread the message. Couple of other things. You're wondering whether you will possibly be able to watch it. You know, I've got this question 1,000 times over on, you know, are we going to be available on X platform or Y platform? Yes, we are. And we'll be across DTH and cable. And we will...
Members of the press, we will give you an opportunity for photos in just a
short while.
I
promise. I won't leave until everybody is satisfied. He also won't leave.
There you go.
Only for you. Promise.
So now that we actually have them, we're going to get Karan and Alia to, will you please announce the launch lineup and talk a lot more about your partnership in crime with us.
Right. Thank you, Farzad. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to this whole new world of English entertainment with Colors Infinity.
Yes. Round of applause, please. It's a very, very big deal for us. And both of us are very, very excited to be a part of this brand new outlook towards television. And we just can't wait to show you what we have in store.
Right. And ever since I can remember, I've been a big fan of TV shows and how they allow for developing a plot to its fullest. So when the team at Viacom 18 approached me and Alia with this project, there was no second thought about being a part of this process. Both Alia and I really have been excited to bring this new approach towards English entertainment to the Indian audiences.
Yeah, so there's so much international content that we have missed out on and are currently missing out on. So we have decided that we need to correct that. I'm sure all of you, must have felt at some point so glued onto a show where it seems almost unfair and like just not right to see only one episode at a time. And we need to make that change happen right now. We all indulge in our favorite shows almost obsessively. Then why is it that it's served to us in this fashion? Well, that's about to change right now.
All right, we're going to do just that. Over the last few months, the programming team, Alia and myself, have been busy to determine what would be the perfect lineup of shows for a channel that aims to redefine the genre.
And after a million discussions, a few hundred coffees, and never-ending debates, I think we are ready to share the launch lineup. The lineup will ensure that every viewer has something to look forward to on television. Gone are those days of boring TV. Welcome to the new horizon.
Big promise to keep, but I'm sure we'll deliver. So without any further delay, let's start with something very close to, I think, both our hearts. Food doesn't show on her, definitely shows on me. Here is a picture to describe the show. Not that. Quite, not quite. One of the longest running kitchen reality series, My Kitchen Rules, has teams of two to battle it out to prepare the best meal to be scored not only by the judges, but the other competing teams as well. The winner gets crowned My Kitchen Rules champions. Let's have a look, ladies and gentlemen.
Strangely, I don't know if every one of you feels this as well. Whenever I'm on a diet, I love watching cooking shows. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
I don't think any of you are on a diet. Anyway.
And this one particular one actually has given many a master and many a chef a run for its money. So we want you to believe that.
Yeah. Okay, so next we present to you the superhero that you've been waiting for to come to your television. Meet Barry Allen, who wakes up 9 months after he was struck by lightning, only to discover that the bolt gave him the power for speed. Yeah, seriously, he's fast. He can run fast enough to create tornadoes, and with some help from his friend, the Arrow, Barry Allen transforms into the Flash. Here's a sneak peek of the show. Just a warning, don't blink. Can we have the AV, please?
My name is Barry.
Whoa, Flash it is. All right then, so from moving from superheroes to 17th century Paris, a story of 4 men who have the task of protecting the king and the country. Athos, Aramis, and Porthos, the 3 musketeers, meet D'Artagnan, who wishes to be a musketeer. And what ensues, truly, ladies and gentlemen, is an action-packed plot, with each episode set in a different scenario and parallelly building to a grand season finale. Ladies, especially all the ladies in the house, this one is definitely for you. You can't wait to actually swoon over all the sexy musketeers. Let's have a look.
It is my task to show courage.
Karan, you think we can have our own musketeer group?
You definitely can, darling. I don't know about myself.
Why?
You'll manage quite well, a group of musketeers chasing you right through the city. I can imagine that visual.
Okay, we'll think about that later. So, have you ever wondered how it would be if you could live forever? Like imagine, each and every time you died, you could just restart from the time that you left. Okay, nobody can imagine. Anyway, the next show will answer exactly how that feels. Meet Dr. Henry Morgan, a 200-year-old man who works at the New York City morgue and possesses a unique ability to come alive every time he dies and finds himself reborn in the nearest water body. But, is this a gift or is it a curse? Wait till you see this very, very intriguing show called Forever. Let's have a look.
My name is Henry Morgan.
Okay, Forever it is. The next show is a very warm, beautiful story about how to live life to the fullest. The show is about a regular suburban mom who is detected with cancer. But she decides to find humor and happiness during this diagnosis phase. The story is of how she goes about fulfilling every dream she's ever had. And it's a really, truly heartwarming and at the same time hilarious show. Watch Laura Linney bring the life to the character of Kathy, which won her a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a TV series. A story of hope, love, life, and beyond. The Big C.
They call it the new face of feminism. It has one of my favorite TV characters of all times, the story of Piper Chapman, a woman in her 30s who is sentenced to 15 months in prison. And what follows is a journey with some outstanding characters who will leave you asking for much, much more. No wonder it has received 32 wins and 56 nominations and still counting across TV award shows globally. And as you can see, we literally got absorbed in this show while watching it. Have a look. Yeah, well, something like that. Presenting, ladies and gentlemen, Orange is the New Black. Let's have a look. Whoa, Orange is the New Black.
I have to say this is an awesome show. I'm totally hooked onto it thanks to Colors Infinity. So, up next is a show that's making waves all across the globe. In its first season, it has managed to enthrall audiences all over. I think it's because we all need that one person we can call in any time of trouble. Mine is standing right next to me. I've never seen a show that is as gripping, funny, entertaining, and endearing all at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever in doubt, better call Saul.
I'm #1 on your...
All right, Alia, I have to tell you that the next show, according to me, has some of the best crafted characters you will ever see on television. The show has won critical as well as commercial acclaim, including the Golden Globe for Best Performance, as well as Primetime Emmy for Best Miniseries. Lorne Malvo, a character played by Billy Bob Thornton, none less than him, comes to the quaint town in Minnesota and wreaks havoc by influencing minds of its innocent citizens, especially an insurance salesman. And what follows is an uncovering of unimaginable crimes committed by the duo. A must-watch, ladies and gentlemen, for anybody who believes that rules and values are situational. Presenting Fargo. Whoa, so all you Coen Brothers fans, I have to say that this one gets in and taps into the human psyche with a tinge of humor like no other show does. I mean, it's just beyond amazing. So here it is, guys. The launch lineup for Colors Infinity, filled with drama, action, love, superheroes to entertain today's Indian. This journey would be incomplete without the support of our launch partners, who just like us believe in this new approach to English entertainment. First up, ladies and gentlemen, is the brand whose signature phrase, "You're worth it," inspires women and men over the world to embrace their unique beauty. The biggest beauty brand in the world for women and men across all ages, L'Oréal Paris. An automobile brand, thank you, an automobile brand that has established a connect with the unstoppable Indian with their brands, Duster and Logi, a brand known for its passion for life, Renault.
A brand that encourages its patron to fly beyond and rethink the world. Grey Goose Jazz Journeys.
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, a brand that celebrates the spirit of youth and encourages them to be yourself, Integrity. So before we go on any further, let's watch the beginning of the future of English entertainment once again. Remember this day, TV won't be the same soon. Let's have a look.
Launch partners, L'Oréal Paris, Renault, Grey Goose Jazz Journeys, and Integrity.
Big round of applause, please. All right. Firstly, wow, Karan, Alia, thank you so much for taking us through that. Colors Infinity definitely is something that we are all looking forward to. And after giving us that sneak peek, we can't wait for this channel to launch. And I think both Karan and Alia deserve a big round of applause for handpicking the shows that will be aired on this channel because they've done a fabulous job. Let's give them a big round of applause. All right, it's time to have a little bit of fun now. We did ask outside for you guys to take pictures in front of the booths that we've set up. And we hope that you posted them onto Facebook and tagged Colors Infinity because for one lucky person here today, there will be a prize. Should we find out who that is? Oh, you guys could be a little bit more excited than that. Should we?
That is very bad.
I know. Come on, you can do better than that. All right.
They just want to know the winner now. Yeah.
And the winner is Suhas Desai. Congratulations. Come up on stage and Karan and Alia will present you with a prize.
आप मुझे आपका कैमरा दे दो मैं फोटो लेती हूँ आपका Come on, दे दो
This is his prize.
अच्छा डमी है फेक कैमरा
अच्छा इनका सोलो ले लो ये आपका अवार्ड हाँ ले लो ऐसे हाँ
ये फोकस नहीं हो रहा है सुपर क्या स्माइल है
क्या ये तो मेरे सूट की तरह लग रहा है ये प्रेजेंट हाँ चलो हाँ क्या शॉट है ये राम गोपाल वर्मा बहुत खुश हो जाएंगे देख के फोटो किसने निकाला आपने निकाला अरे कमाल है कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस बधाई हो अब प्राइज ये देंगे हमें कुछ नहीं मिला आज तक
Okay, so now that we're all having a little bit of fun, we gave you a preview of one of the shows that's going to air on Colors Infinity, which is called Flash. And we're going to ask some people to come up on stage and see who can do the best Flash impersonation. So should we call up some names? Okay. You have to basically pose like Flash, and the winner will be decided by Karan and Alia, and they will also win a prize.
Alok.
Publication Newstainment.
Come on up.
Cheating? क्यों? क्या number है? Pamper? Member?
Okay, that's one.
ऐसा नहीं है, मैंने randomly pick किया. आप भी आ जाओ स्टेज पे. बुरा लग रहा है. बाद में. कहाँ? क्या सुमड़ी में? आइए प्लीज. आपको ना भागने का पोज करना है ऐसे फ्लैश की तरह. देखा ना? एक और. अच्छा 3 लोग. अच्छा आप रुको 3 लोग. अच्छा मैं देखो अभी.
Wait, this time I'll pick. हाँ. अभी जो गिर गया वो गिर गया.
We need 3 more.
3 more we need. Okay. Pooja Samant from Freelancer.
Come on up, Pooja. There she
Pooja
is.
Samant. Oh.
Oh.
Come. Superb. Now next. 2 more. 1 more. 2 more.
Let's correct both.
जीतू राणा. जीतू आ जाओ.
He's not coming. Who's Jeetu Rana?
अरे कैमरा किसी और को दे दो. आ जाओ भाग के.
अब क्या करें? नाम नहीं आया.
लक.
ये अजीत शेख. इनके लिए क्या?
अच्छा आप तो पहले से शुरू हो गए. सब लोग यहाँ पे आ जाओ सेंटर में. पूरा सेंटर. हाँ
पूरा
फोटो लेना है.
So basically what needs to happen is that we need to get all 4 of them to run slow motion across the stage.
अच्छा.
And the person who does it the best wins a prize.
Okay. Superb.
And Karan and Alia will be the judges. So I'm going to stand over here out of the way.
We need the view from here then.
Okay, so I'll stand over
here.
Slow
motion running, full character mein, this way. Come on.
So if we can have... So actually, should they run forward then?
This way.
Yeah. So if we get you to stand here,
start from our Colors Infinity logo to the front of the stage.
One person here, please. One person over here. And madam, if you could come here. Just stand back a bit. Okay. And you'll be moved down a little bit. All right.
Okay, one by one?
No.
All together?
All together.
I think everybody should do this together like a relay race.
And I think that Karan and Alia should count 1, 2, 3, or ready, set, go, have whatever you decide.
We'll just, at the count of 3.
Okay.
All right. Everyone ready? Ready?
Slow motion.
Slow motion जैसे hero लोग भागते हैं. ऐसे. हाँ. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
अरे 1 मिनट रुकना है. रिजल्ट सुनना है ना. 1 मिनट यहाँ पे रुक जाओ.
That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
Very well done.
If our 4 contestants could please stand over here, so that we can decide a winner. Come in one straight line. Silence, please. All right. Now, where's our 4th person gone? Okay. We'll give our judges a minute to decide. Yeah. When you're ready, let me know.
So we'll say it's a tie.
Should we do it once more?
Can we?
Yeah, once more.
Yeah, once more to confirm. Once more.
Come on. You did so good. Well done. Stay on stage, please, so we can announce who the winner is going to be. Let's give Karan and Alia a minute to decide.
Yes.
When you're ready, let me know.
What's his name?
I think, have you decided?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the white shirt?
I know.
You know the name?
Yeah. So the winner is...
Arey वाह. This is popularity and all, huh? Ah.
The winner is... The winner is...
Eh!
The winner is Jeetu Rana! Ajit was runners-up.
Runner-up.
Runner-up.
Runner-up. Thank you.
Well done.
Ajit,
Congratulations.
super.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for being
Thank
such...
you. Okay, superb.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for being fantastic.
Huh?
Questions.
The mic le lijiye aap, sorry.
If I could please call...
Do you want to sit? I mean, just stand. No, we just stand. We stand. We stand. हाँ, क्या करूँ?
If I could please call Sudhanshu and Farzad on stage as well, please, for the question and answer segment. Thank
We
you.
are standing. Yeah, it's fine. Like crumbs, we don't want to sit.
Photo, I'm saying photo.
ले लो जाने तक ले लो. कहाँ डालूं? अच्छा बाद में ले लो.
Okay. पहले questions करेंगे, please. Please, Dada. Please.
Okay. Let's
But
begin
question
with
answer.
our questions.
पहले question, जल्दी we'll finish. हाँ. Come
Yes.
on. Yes.
Members of the press, if we could please ask you to settle down during the question and answer segment, please.
Channels are coming up.
Right.
So how feasible is this channel according to you?
It's very feasible. We also were feasible. The channel is exceptionally feasible. It's an exceptionally feasible channel, not only because I think its programming is very specific. I think it's been targeted very strongly to large viewership in this country, and not only just skewed to urban India, but I think it can travel because of its content. I think there hasn't been a single English entertainment channel with this kind of selection of shows. Not only are we taking some of the software that comes in internationally, but there eventually in time will be new age created software which will be done locally and domestically by us as well. So I think that the entire pie is huge. It selects the best of international television and will create new age Indian urban television as well.
Can we see you as well in chat shows or soap, daily soap or something like that?
In a daily soap I may not come. Because I know that I'm known to do all kinds of things, but now to be part of a daily soap might be pushing it. But Raj Nayak is right in front of you, so I might be the new Balika and Balika Vaddu very soon. But maybe that won't air on Colors Infinity.
Karan sir,
Hanji.
what kind of content can we expect in the near future?
I think there will be the content that you saw in our AV will of course be one of our flag off group of shows that will come. But with every 2 months there will be regrouping, remastering and looking at new age television that is not only popular internationally, but other than that, and I think Farzad will tell you, there will also be creations that will happen locally by all of us as a team, and of course Farzad ruling the whole.
Karan?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Swagata from Box Office India.
Hi.
And my question will be, what is your role as a curator, and will you be creating any new content?
Actually, when the entire team at Viacom and Colors Infinity came to Alia and me, I think the reason they chose us is that we bring in, like I bring in a certain kind of a seasoned viewership, Alia brings in the youth perspective, and both of us really are huge fans of international television. I think we've been watching it ever since I can remember, when I go back to my own teenage years, where, you know, we had to go to video libraries and get shows like Dallas and Dynasty and shows like Heart to Heart and Love Boat and Angela Lansbury with Murder, She Wrote. And I remember being and waiting in line to get the right video cassette to watch it, because we wanted to be with the times. And those were not social media days. Those weren't like active media days in terms of television. So when I was approached, this is something I feel deeply passionate about, and so does Alia. We were part of the entire selection process. We sat, we debated, there were conversations, there were yeses, there were no's, there were debates about should we put this show forward or not? Will this be too niche, too dark, too edgy, or maybe it balances all the three factors efficiently? Or maybe we should push the envelope, sometimes tear the envelope. So I think there were lots of these discussions. Alia actually watched a lot of the shows in the process. She would take bulk of all the content provided by the entire team, and suddenly, like she says, Orange is the New Black, like she's hooked onto it, and I'm already chasing her because I'm on season 3.
Hi, this is Ritesh from News Helpline. मेरा सवाल आप दोनों लोगों से सबसे पहला शो आप लोगों ने दिखाया कुकरी का, तो आप दोनों लोगों में से सबसे अच्छा कुक कौन है?
Who told you?
Apparently you can make cake.
I can make one cake. That's it.
मैं सैंडविच बना सकती हूँ, खाओगे?
मैं careers बनाता हूँ, खाओगे?
Okay, Mr. Sudhanshu, over here. Mr. Sudhanshu and Farhad, thank you so much for coming up with the channel for the English people in India. Well, coming back to Mr. Karan and Alia, whenever you guys come together, it turns out to be a great chemistry. So what name should we give to your chemistry this time? And what miracles are going to happen in your chemistry this time?
What name should we give our chemistry?
Sounds a bit...
Infinity.
Infinity.
Yeah, that's very well done.
Yeah. Infinity. Now don't push it. It's infinity is enough. No?
Karan, you're on your left. Hi.
Hi.
Ankur from 9XM.
Hi.
First of all, congratulations, Sudhanshu and the Colors team. I was very impressed with the trailer that was cut, and very happy to see Bates Motel in one of the lines.
Yeah.
Maybe if Sudhanshu is a better person to answer this, with the amount of self-censorship that television needs to do today, how much are we losing on? Like, should I just download the show and watch it uncut, or will I be missing out on a lot? Because, for example, Fargo has a lot of violence, which I don't think could be aired in the current Indian censorship scenario. So how does that work?
So I think, let me answer the question in two parts. One is the broader question you are asking as to what should be on television and shouldn't be on television. I think progressively, basically, we are now looking at self-regulation and trying to see how what can be brought in and making it more informed choice for the audience. That's a slightly long-term journey, to answer your question, because that is true for all content on television in India. As far as this specific piece is concerned, Fazad is better placed, but let me tell you, our endeavor would be to try and get you the content, international content, in its entirety or in its most meaty form. We will follow the idiom of television, so there will be some, to take your point, a few cuts if they are needed. Having said that, we are bringing these shows because we want to show these shows to the Indian audience on television. I think that's the way I would look at it.
But considering how most people, at least like, the young generation watches television on the internet, is it sensible to sort of like, give them trimmed version and not, like you said, entirely cut shows?
See, I keep saying this again, and this will be before we make it into a dialogue, but let me just respond once more for the final time there. I think television is also enjoyed for being television. We keep arguing this question. The future of television is television. Because the kind of, and Karan is here, so it's exactly like films. So there is something about television which is what you enjoy on television. Of course, you could get the entirety of the story, and this is an issue in India, I fully agree, on content regulation. But fact of the matter is, these are shows, as you saw, some of them are big shows. These are very well-mounted shows. You would love to enjoy them the way they are. We would retain the essence of the story and the story itself as much and as far as possible.
Karan and Alia, could you give us one show that is an absolute favorite between the both of you, and one show that you didn't agree upon?
I think both of us will agree that, I think she'll agree with me, Orange is the New Black is the one that we both kind of unanimously loved. The show we didn't agree on, well, I don't want to say the show I didn't like, so because that won't be fair, because it might kind of prejudice your kind of opinion on the show. But there were two that we actually fought very seriously about, but we don't want to mention those names because it might be your cup of coffee. It wasn't ours. It certainly wasn't mine. She seemed to have liked one a lot for some strange reason. I think it had to do with the good-looking men in it.
But that's the great part about having you both on board, because you're speaking for an audience that will have their own preference of TV shows, right?
Exactly.
So some will like some won't like some. So that's what it's all about.
Exactly, yeah.
Fazad, hi. My question is for you. What was the thought behind the name Colors Infinity?
Which part of it?
I think the infinity part. No?
Okay, no, I'm kidding. Of course, Colors, and as Sudhanshu mentioned in his opening remarks, is the flagship of success and is synonymous with success across the country. It's the country's, probably the country's most successful media brand ever. And there's a lot of things that it stands for, right? Some of them are disruption, success, trying things differently, being innovative. You've always seen it, and it is definitely the brand that stands out the most in the existing Hindi GEC space, without doubt, right? So when we were launching an English language channel, we said that these are the things that we're setting out to do as well. If we have the country's most successful general entertainment channel in-house, why not extend the Colors franchise? And that's how the Colors franchise came on to English television. As far as Infinity is concerned, I think you've seen it. 7 days, 7 shows. We have such a plethora of content. It's infinite horizons. It's infinite possibilities. And that's how Infinity came. There were 3 or 4 other options that we were close on, but that's how Colors Infinity came together.
Hi. Here. Yeah, this is Ketan from Chitralekha. I mean, that's an impressive lineup. But still we are clueless about the Make in India, I mean Indian content. Could you please tell us something about what kind of shows or programs you would like to make in India? I mean,
so English shows.
Locally, local.
You ask me? Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Anybody can answer this.
Okay, no, so we have Karan standing here, and everything's possible. But we obviously will. We'll do things differently. There is an entire section of audiences that is very comfortable with Indians talking in English, and that's definitely a space that we want to go behind. Are we ready to announce any local productions as yet? The answer is no. But will we have any very shortly? The answer is yes. So you'll see a lot of it. It's important to our DNA.
Fantastic. We have time for one
Karan
more question. This is the last question.
Center.
Just the last question.
Colors Infinity, obviously a very Shandar entry you guys made, very Shandar channel.
Nice one. Shandar it is, definitely.
Exactly, very Shandar. So your
on 22nd of October.
Right, your co-star Shahid Kapoor got married and he's having a reception over here. Would want to know...
Can we actually, sorry, sir, we just got to keep the questions related to Colors Infinity now. Do we have anyone else?
Alia.
One last question.
Karan, we want
yes, lady over there, please.
What?
Yes, if you could ask your question.
Yeah. This is for Sudhanshu.
So, okay, question for Sudhanshu.
Do you think English is actually no longer niche in India?
Yeah, I started by that. I think, by telling you that 210 million Indians nowadays interact with English in some form or the other, and it's likely to grow quite rapidly. We are already the second largest English-speaking consuming nation in the world, and we'll soon be #1. And the rationale, as Fazad just told you, of bringing Colors on board as well, is because Colors is a brand which reaches out to so many, and as we expand the footprint of English, Colors is a natural choice, So all Fazad had to do was to seek the permission of Raj Nayak, and then you had Colors Infinity on board. Thank you.
Let's give Colors Infinity one big round of applause, please.
I can't hear.
One big round of applause. That's all we have time for tonight. We're going to give you one more photo opportunity. If I could ask the 4 of you to please step together so that we have another opportunity for the members of the press to take pictures.
Shandar. Shahid Kapoor is Shandar. शादी शाहिद कपूर शादी अभी
शाहिद कपूर की शानदार शादी
हाँ
हो रही है अभी आप फॉलो कीजिए
उनको बहुत बहुत हम दोनों की तरफ से बधाइयाँ
बधाई
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us as we embark on a journey to a new horizon. Thank you for making the launch of Colors Infinity so, so special. May I request the photographers and the rest of the audience to join us.